poprzednim odcinku.
No nie wierzę, górnik jest ranny. Come on. Nie ma ręki. Nie ma ręki. Jak to kurde nie ma ręki? Moi drodzy, niesmiernie miło jest mi powitać was w kolejnym odcinku The Alters, pięknej polskiej gry, którą mam nadzieję już teraz, w tej chwili, w tym momencie przywitacie kciukami w górę. Bym wiedział, że bawicie się świetnie i chcecie zobaczyć jak najwięcej tego wyjątkowego tytułu na kanale. A my musimy ogarnąć jakąś sytuację sypialnianą, która jest totalnie rozwalona, nie? Także może tak, ogarnijmy ją. Konserwacja bazy, technik. Ogarniasz czy nie? Ogarnia, badania. Dobra, siłownia. Technik, co ty kuźwa robisz? Ja to za niego muszę naprawić. Dobra. Technik tam naprawia coś, ok? Pomyślmy. Organiczne. 200. 366 organicznych, tak? Czyli górnik teraz klepie. To skoro górnik klepie na organicznych, to ja myślę, żebyśmy śmiało mogli przejść się po metalach i nie tylko. Repulsor radiacyjny. Dobra. Okej, pomyślmy. Ile jest koszt produkcji czegoś takiego? Kopalnia 30 metali. Tak samo pylonów, nie? Dobra, czy to ma sens, jeżeli zbierzemy to wszystko? Zaraz zmienia substancji organicznych ile trzeba. Naprawa modułu nawigacyjnego. Teraz nas będzie stać, więc zbierzemy wszystko z bazy. Dzień 33, wschód słońca za 2 dni. To jest ten moment, żeby ruszyć bazę. Niskie morale, dowiedzieć się co się dzieje.
Are you okay? No. But who cares? We're doomed anyway. Where's this coming from? We're not gonna make it, Jan. Might as well call it quits already. I heard something broke in the dormitory and you're not feeling well. Yeah, man. There are simpler ways to kill a man quietly, you know. What do you mean? The AC started spitting smoke. You could have fixed it earlier. Oh, what a piece of junk. Ally Corp sure skimmed on the equipment. What did you expect? Of course they skimmed on everything they could. About the miner's arm. Kudos to you for sticking to the hard way. Let me just say, the miner's much more self-confident now. You know, it's funny how real it feels. All of us here, like a proper crew, fighting or helping each other out. Just like actual people. Yeah.
Okej. Temat Leny wydaje mi się możemy zostawić. Chciałbym go opominąć. Dobra. Nie pozwól nikomu umrzeć, popraw nastrój, okej. Messie botanik.
Why is everyone talking about the greenhouse?
Well, the irrigation system got crushed, so it's not exactly working properly. But on the upside, we accidentally grew the biggest turnip ever.
That's
actually pretty exciting. Can we grow giant veggies now? I wish, but no. Recreating the exact proportions would require a massive amount of research. This has to be done on Earth. When I say it's big, it is big. Like, you can cook like 5 meals with it.
I dobra. Naukowiec. Górnik w kopalni. Dobra, centrum dowodzenia już mogę ruszyć bazą, nie? Tak. Dobra. To ja bym ruszył do górnika szybko. Trzeba pozbierać te pylony wszystkie. Plus 10, dobra. Skoro mamy ruszać bazą, uważam to za świetny pomysł. Zebrać je z powrotem. A wy jak myślicie? Ja osobiście uważam, że to jest świetny pomysł. Łatwiej będzie je rozłożyć potem, nie? Dobra. Dobra, szybko. Trzeba zbierać co się da. Dlaczego organicznych nagle mam 294? No bez jaj. Oj kuźwa. Z górnikiem muszę pogadać, żeby zadbać o morale.
Hey, how's the new arm?
Shit, man, I never thought I'd be so worked up about a part of myself. I can't stop looking at it. It's so, neat. Here.
Wow.
Cute, right? And guess what? No pain. I can't thank you enough, bro. I know how much it cost you to make that shit. And you nabbed some rupidium for me as well. Not to mention pissing off our whiz kid.
Yeah, I enjoyed that part.
Here's to you, brother. This arm's gonna do anything for you now. Well, no, not anything. You know what I mean, like, work-wise.
Sure. Just get back to what you were doing, all right?
No i dobra. Mamy jakiś film? Nie, mam tylko jeden. Można by się przespać. Mam 5 dni, by poprawić im nastrój. Dzisiaj spierdzielamy. Robimy tak. Jadę w organicznej. Jadę po organiczną właściwie. I zabieram ją.
Jan, we're running out of storage space, you know?
Organicznie zbiorę tyle, ile się da. Dobra. I co? I spierdzielamy, nie? Można jechać. Tylko za nim pojedziemy. Naukowiec jest smutny. Alterzy. Czuję się dobrze. Trochę niezadowolony. Coś go przygnębiło. Noż kurde. A botanik? Co go przygnębiło? Morale chyba są niezłe. Botanik chciał gadać z Leną, nie? Nie, to jest dobry pomysł.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about Lena.
Huh? Which one? Your Lena or my Lena? My Lena. She's probably not much different from the one I remember. I mean, why would she be, right? Man, do I envy you. Having her around. For real.
I'm sorry to ruin the fantasy for you, but things got complicated between me and my Lena. We broke up.
Wow. You're so cool about it. Such irony. The only one of us who can really be with her doesn't care.
I do care. And I was hoping you'd help me fix things.
Okay, let's get one thing straight first. We had our ups and downs too, and it wasn't always easy, but it's all about setting your priorities. You want a relationship that lasts, put some effort in it. Show you're willing to make sacrifices. Most importantly, never, ever stop paying attention.
I'm not afraid of hard work.
That's a start.
So, next time she calls...
What? You're in touch with her? Here?
Yeah. Why else would I be asking?
Okay, so, you know what? If you really want my help, you should... let me talk to her for you.
What?
Yeah, that's a great plan. Can't you see? I can pretend to be you and, you know, investigate the situation.
Investigate?
Yeah, find out what the real problem between you two is, as an unbiased onlooker.
Unbiased, huh?
Oh, come on. You know this is a good idea.
Kurde, sam nie wiem. No dobra.
All right then. Let's give it a go. But no mention of your real identity. Understood?
Of course. I'm not stupid.
And you need to tell her everything is fine, okay? Reassure her.
Sure. Just let me know when she calls again. I'll be ready.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Nie. Czemu naukowiec jest skurzony? To jest pytanie.
I can see you're gloomy.
Do you really want to waste time dwelling on that?
Isn't a sad person less efficient than a happy one? Let's try to find something to cheer you up, for the sake of the mission.
Well, look at you, talking about efficiency. I appreciate a good success story. It's inspiring to read about someone who achieved something great despite life's obstacles.
Remember that teenage girl from our neighborhood who lived only with her sick grandma and had to divide all her time between caring for her, school, and part-time jobs? The skinny one with the mousy hair? What was her name? Maya? Yes, Maya. Turns out she was really good at physics. Good enough to become the CEO of a startup that manufactures robot nurses for the elderly. Really? Huh. Good for her.
Nice. No i super. Okej. Porozmawiaj z Alterem. Który jest poważnie przygnębiony jeszcze? Wszyscy. Ale dla pewności pogadajmy ze wszystkimi, nim zrobi się stanie coś głupiego, nie? Choć górnik akurat raczej jest w super nastroju. Do tego stopnia, że nie mogę z nim pogadać, nie? Okej. Botanik. I technik. Monsieur botanik? Nic z tego. Monsieur technik?
Are you feeling better? Yeah, no more moping. I'm ready to get back to work. Happy to hear that. Now, let's make sure we survive, okay? Damn right.
Szybko poszło. Niskie morale ukończone. Stać nas na podróż, moi drodzy. Innymi słowy, możemy stąd wypierdzielać, tylko że z tego co widzę, mamy jeszcze warunki ku temu, żeby pozabierać małe co nieco. Na przykład pylony. Jedziemy. Podanki nie pomoże ci z Leną. No to za 14 godzin spłoniemy. No come on. O matko, no bez jaj. Tańsza wspinaczka, ulepszenie sąd. Niech dłubie, nie? To dzwoni pewnie wieczorem, nie? Telefon dzwoni, odbierz Lenę. Nie? Czy mam odebrać po prostu? No dobra. Kurde, no dobra, niech będzie. Trochę to komiczne, że ktoś za mnie rozmawia, nie? Ale no.
Long day, huh?
So, how did it go?
Wow. It was something to hear her voice again. I can't thank you enough. But she was completely different with me than, well, with the real me, you know? Constantly on her toes, almost like we'd become strangers. It was so sad.
Well, what did you talk about?
She was disturbed by the fact we're struggling. I'm struggling to build a bridge, all on my own. Also, she was suspicious about the mining ops director. What's his name? Maxwell?
Suspicious. Why?
Well, she doesn't know a lot about him, how he got that job and all. She said it's strange that he's keeping everything so hush-hush while we're obviously having trouble to get out of here. and that he might be playing games to get all the credit for finding Rapidium at the cost of your safety.
Looks like you two had an honest talk.
Almost.
Oh yeah, of course, you didn't tell her about...
No. She thought I was you. Hell, it was tough for me to lie to her. She seemed so distant. How the hell did you manage to fuck up such a good thing?
Hey,
What? You wanted my help, didn't you?
and did you help?
I tried. But there's one thing she's really touchy about.
What's that?
She can't understand why you went on this mission. It seems important to her. Why did you go?
W sumie.
I just needed to go. Somewhere far away, get away from it all, from, everything. So I did it for myself, I guess.
You're making it hard to help you. Can't you see that it's not the moment you signed the contract she's upset about? It's about what led to that moment, and I can't tell you what it was because...
We branched apart long before that.
Yeah. And maybe that's the moment you should focus on. Think about where you took a different path and why.
How's that gonna make her less angry at me?
Once you put your finger on the problem, get back to me. We'll figure it out. Promise.
Botanik jest super, nie? Dobra. Moi drodzy, możemy odlatywać na kolejną planetę, w sensie część planety. No to podróż. Jak to botanik nie pomoże ci źle? No przecież już pomógł. Przecież już pomógł. Nie korzystaj z mojego wyłożoną, może którą z alterów lepiej to wychodzi. Czyli skupić się na... Wydaje mi się, Alterze. Poszedł do pokoju w takim razie z komputerem kwantowym, nie? Mam przy 10 godzin. Pogadajmy z botanikiem, co?
Greenhouse makes me think of Mom. She dreamt of a garden. Let's talk about Lena again. Always. Did you think it through? Yes. I have a theory I'd like to share.
Hit me.
It all started when I convinced her not to move abroad.
Oh? Interesting. I remember that moment. Is this where we branched apart?
Yeah. That decision defined us.
Wow. But it wasn't just about moving, was it? I remember it well. It was a very specific feeling.
I was jealous of her career.
Jealous? Please, we always wanted her to be successful. It was never about her.
I was afraid of the unknown, living in a strange land.
Fear? No. We moved to college. We could have moved anywhere. Going away wasn't the problem. It was something else, and you know it.
Sadness. Selling the house, our house, it made me sad.
The house?
Yeah.
We put so much effort to prove that we could give her a good life, and now, the thought of having to start all over again. It felt like I would be losing something I worked so hard to achieve. So, you convinced her to stay.
Yeah. And you agreed to go.
Right. What happened after?
I started working my ass off like crazy to pay the mortgage, support us both, prove it was the right decision to stay, but in the end,
You had less time for her.
I had no time. I was exhausted and we just grew apart.
Okay. I think I've heard enough.
Really?
Yeah. Can't you see the pattern? You're always trying to prove something, be in control, build a big house, work overtime, go to friggin' space if nothing else works, instead of just taking the passenger seat sometimes, letting go and just enjoying the ride.
You want me to enjoy the ride? Now?
All I'm saying is you can try to trust her a little more.
You're right. How can I change that?
Think about it. When was the last time you asked her for something?
Huh?
She's a biotechnician, for crying out loud, and here we are struggling with those polymers. I bet she could tell us how to do it better. All you need to do is ask. Tell her you need her help. For once, rely on someone else other than yourself.
I can try, I guess.
Good. Do it. You won't regret it.
Dobra. Poleganie na innych. O, cute. Dobra. Dzwoń.
Jan?
Hi, Elena.
It's good to hear you. I was a bit out of line last time we spoke. It was harsh in your situation. Is everything okay?
I think I am going to need you.
Oh, okay.
Remember when I told you I was building a bridge?
Right. That sounded very unsettling.
And I need to get my hands on a lot of superconductive polymers in a very short time. Truth is, I don't know shit about what I'm doing, and I thought, well, since this is kind of your thing, maybe you'd have some idea how to speed it up?
Superconductive polymers. Right. Have you thought of... I mean, since you brought this to me, I suppose you have access to organic matter of some kind.
Yeah.
Okay. How about a place you can grow plants in? Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, I have a greenhouse.
Great. Well, good news is there is a way to get your polymers by processing organics. I can send you detailed instructions, but honestly, I'm worried that gathering resources and operating a greenhouse might be a little too much for one person.
Yeah. Well, I know, but why don't I give it a try?
Uh-huh. Sure. It's just... I could have helped you so much earlier, and you'd have more time. It's really starting to bug me how mining ops are not going by the book about this. It's outrageous. I think I have to say something.
Boję się, że jak jej powiem, żeby dała popalić, to będzie problem. A z drugiej strony, jak powiem, żeby nie robiła szumu, też może być problem w stosunku do relacji i zaufania.
Sure. Give him hell.
Well, I'm gonna have to deploy some level of diplomacy. But still, I'm glad you reached out, Jan. Talk later, okay? Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Ale super. Polimery w szklarni mogę robić od teraz. No i dobra. Opcjonalne zrobione. Możemy jechać. Podróż dalej, moi drodzy. Akt pierwszy ukończony, ale numer. Podróż druga.
I spotted a few loose screws here and there. Makes me wonder if you're not trying to break things to look busy. If you're bored enough to start conspiracy theories...
Dobra, mam mało substancji organicznej. Wniosek z tego taki. Technikowiec. Produkcja w szklarni, polimery, tak? Przenoszenie bazy. Okej. Sprawdź, co się dzieje w kuchni. Kuchni? Technikowiec. Co robicie, chłopaki?
Hey, what's going on? What are you arguing about?
We got together to celebrate our progress, but it looks like we've reached the limits of a constructive discussion regarding our different views
We can't
on...
agree on the playlist. I say nothing beats good old rock and roll, but it seems our tastes got pretty rotten in some branches. Rotten is good. Grunge is good.
Please, why can't we at least take it easy with the music? Chill out, calm our nerves. You might not have noticed, but I was trying to make a point. If you really have to listen to music now, pick something we can focus to and think about the challenges ahead. Ever heard of a surgeon celebrating while the patient is still on the operating table?
Yada, yada, yada. I bet your taste in music is just about as fresh as that patient.
That's because your narrow mind will never grasp the beauty of AI-fueled synth jazz.
Okay, guys, let's not kill ourselves over a stupid party playlist, please. You never said what you'd want to hear.
Impreza w stylu rave. Radosne i spokojne coś. Podkręćmy głośność tych gitar. Gitara.
Let's turn up those guitars. Now you're talking.
Unbelievable. Look, there's definitely one thing we have in common. We are very emotional about a party playlist.
Of course we are. Hey, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we all start out playing with Frickle Pickle?
Oh my word. Just as I was fighting so hard to get that memory out of my mind, the very mention of that ludicrous name makes me want to die of humiliation.
Come on, it was a high school rock band. It had to be cringy to be authentic.
I actually have fond memories. Blisters on my fingers from strumming those strings all night. And thank goodness that joke of a band broke up when everyone went away to college.
Speak for yourself. I got together with the guys several years later and we jammed on the weekends. Some good tunes we played too. And to think it all started with Uncle Martin's guitar.
He wasn't exactly a perfect teacher, unless you wanted to learn how to chug a bottle of beer in under 5 seconds.
That's because he was a musician, not a babysitter. Remember the first thing he made us play? Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout.
Czcionka mi się zmniejszyła, już teraz powinno być ok.
A pointless operation without any doubt.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't that.
I wonder if we'd even remember how to play that simple tune. I haven't touched a guitar in ages. Really? Oh, I never gave up jamming with the Freckles. Well, not until the accident.
I went back to fiddling with the instrument a little bit when we moved with Lena. Nothing serious, though. Luckily, we're not here to perform music.
You know what? You're right. We should definitely do it. You really are a genius. I bet we could write a song Uncle Martin would dig. All we need is a guitar. You up to it?
No pewnie. Przeszukam cały kurde teren na zewnątrz, by gitarę znaleźć. Zbuduj gitarę, exk. What the fuck? Holy shit. Natychmiast. Buduj skubaną. Natychmiast. Odbierz połączenie w pokoju łączności. Okej. A co z gitarą?
Hello?
Jan, this is Maxwell. I have to say, I am disappointed.
What about?
Your wife, Lena Berg? I thought you were supposed to keep her out of this.
I'm sorry, man, but I have no control over her. She puts her oar into everything, you know?
Jan, this is no laughing matter. Your wife just accused me of negligence before the board. You do realize I am going to face a lot of scrutiny now. We are going to face it. Luckily for you, her ignorant meddling didn't delay the dispatching of your rescue mission.
About time.
Oh, so you're not happy with my methods either? Please don't make me regret stepping in to save you. At least tell me your cargo is all right.
My alters? They're doing fine.
I was asking about Rapidium.
Oh. It's safe.
It's interesting they were the first thing that came to your mind. Very telling. Have you created many?
Why so curious?
You think it's none of my business? It will be, sooner or later. You know, I did try to test the waters a little back home about the possible fate of your potential crew. And before your wife barged in with her self-righteous attitude and sabotaged all my subtle advances.
You mean you still haven't told anyone?
It's too early, Jan.
Why?
There's one thing you need to understand about those people. No one makes it to the board of a corporation for being nice. It's an award you get for putting the interests of stakeholders before anything else. Which boils down to being a passive opportunist with no moral center.
But I don't get it. My alters are in the interest of the corporation. I had to make them to bring back Rapidium, right?
Yes, but they're also a liability. Imagine an uncontrolled leak to the public. Moral outrage on socials, competition taking over the narrative. Heads would have to fall, Rapidium or not. No, we don't want them to panic.
And whose interest are you protecting? What are you hiding, Maxwell?
You got me there, Jan. I am hiding something quite embarrassing. An idealistic dream.
What about?
Remember when I told you about our lives being governed by chaos?
And how we struggle to find a meaningful pattern in it.
You are experiencing it clearly now, aren't you? Well, ever since I learned about your discovery, I keep thinking about Rapidium as the opportunity for us to stop being slaves to chaos. That is why, contrary to the members of the board, I will sacrifice everything to protect your mission.
I'm not really sure I want sacrifice. It usually comes with a promissory note.
Then why did you run to your ex-wife for support? You prefer to rely on someone who has no idea about your situation?
At least I know I can trust her. I don't know much about you.
Fair point. Maybe you're right. I should have been more open with you.
About what?
You see, the career in management wasn't always what I had in mind for myself. I used to be a geneticist, preoccupied by scientific work, exciting, promising experiments.
So, the old research Lucas dug up.
Yes, it was mine.
you're responsible for all this. The mine records, the branching.
It's never just one person, Jan. But yes, I was in charge of that project.
Who commissioned these experiments?
I can't say any more, Jan. Especially when the board is all over me with their questions. For the very same reasons I had to discontinue my work. And this is where it gets tricky. Because if anyone from the board finds out what we've done together, they could get the wrong idea. If you know what I mean.
That you're experimenting again?
That I'm using the situation to turn things around for myself.
Aren't you?
That's quite a harsh accusation, considering the mess I've got you out of, Jana Dolskiego.
Okay. I get it.
I'm not sure you do. You see, things may get harder for you soon.
Harder? How?
Well, there might come a moment when the interest of your alters, at least some of them, will differ significantly from yours.
Are you trying to scare me?
I just want you to prepare.
For what?
Tough decisions.
That's very cryptic.
Well, it's the best I can do. Remember, we're both in uncharted territory. Lucas is working on establishing the most convenient rendezvous point. He'll dispatch the coordinates to you as soon as he's found a good location.
Good. I'll be waiting.
In the meantime, wish me luck with the mess down here. I'll get back to you when the storm dies down.
I wonder what's the source of organic matter on this planet.
Oni wszystko słyszeli. Zbierz alterów w kuchni, dobra. Da się zrobić. Będzie impreza? Będzie grubo, nie?
Okay, I've got us a guitar. Now, what do we want to play? How about something from our old repertoire? We had a few hits up our sleeves.
For crying out loud, can't you just let it go? Do you really want to sing something a 16-year-old version of yourself wrote? True. That could be a bit awkward.
Huh. People liked our lyrics, but yeah, I guess they didn't age well. But we had some sick tunes. How about this? We could use one of our old tunes, but come up with new lyrics. Something fresh and relatable to, well, our audience.
And by audience, you mean?
Us, obviously. Let's write about us. What do you think, Jan? I like it. Let's get down to it. That's the spirit.
And what exactly would you write about?
Like I said, something relatable. We should write about us, our crew. What unites us, what divides us.
I would add something about the love that we share. All good songs are about love.
And I could sing something about things we really want to get back. From the bottom of my heart, you know? Sounds like a plan. I'll take the first verse. You, Brainiac?
What about me?
O czym chciałbyś zaśpiewać?
What's your subject of choice?
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
Nope. We're in this together.
Fine. Give me the shortest part.
And what'll you sing about?
Quantum mechanics? What else? Let's add some meaning to this pointless activity.
Okay, then. Jan, your turn. You take the second verse. What are you gonna sing about? I could sing about all the things we've been through. Well, that could work. You could start with something like, on the path I left behind.
How about I've been roaming with no guiding light?
Yeah, but I'm no longer left all by myself. We've got a common goal in sight. All right, looks like we've got it. Oh, sweet. let's just get this over with. Okay, here goes. Growing up apart, we shared surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around. Things never said in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen. What if I gotta spend a day with you again? Of all the things that I regret, it's losing you that truly hurts. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. On the path I left behind, I've been roaming with no guiding light, but I'm no longer left all by myself. We've got a common goal in sight. Things that we lost, the personal cost, are they really gone forever? We're not gonna fail, we need to prevail and sail together. And though it seems now anything could be undone, would you be really missing things if they were never truly gone? If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. If I could take us somewhere now, let us win this race against the sun and find a place where we could hide tonight.
Aż to było zarąbiste. Ależ to było zarąbiste.
Did we stop again? Are we there already? The base seems to be a bit wobbly. Are you sure we're not moving? More like alcohol intoxication has wreaked havoc on your vestibular system. My what? We're not moving. Something has to be blocking our way again. The navigation readings are curious. Curious? In what way? I don't know exactly, but something's distorting them. Okay. Nothing cures a hangover like taking a walk. Wanna go and check that thing out, Jan?
Akt drugi. No kurde, bele, ta gra jest absolutnie przepiękna. Dzień 36, słońce jest daleko.
Before you head out, make sure you have all the important equipment.
Naprawdę.
Haste makes waste.
Ta gra jest wybitna. Ja cię kręcę. Moi drodzy, rozpoczynamy tym samym akt drugi. Ja mam nadzieję, że odcinek się wam podobał i błagam, zbombardujcie go kciukami w górę. Pamiętajcie o subskrypcji i dzwoneczku, wtedy żaden kolejny film was nie minie ode mnie w tym odcinku. To tyle. Mam nadzieję, że się wam podobało. Pamiętajcie, że moje odcinki powstają dzięki wsparciu patronu z Patronite'a. Link do niego macie na ekranie i poniżej. Moją stronkę, na której są top listy, mojego Instagrama, Facebooka i wszystkie inne fajne miejsca znajdziecie oczywiście w opisie. No i raz jeszcze pamiętajcie o kciuku w górę, bo to nic nie kosztuje, a bardzo, bardzo wspiera kanał. Dzięki za uwagę, moi drodzy, i do miłego usłyszenia.